didn't see you there. But hey, I'm glad you're here. Gonna go through a song, and why don't you just come along and we'll go through this together. The song is For All of My Days. It's in the key of E minor, and I'm playing the EG1 or Electric Guitar 1 track. So, just a few notes, and then we'll get into how I play, what I'm doing here. The electric guitar plays during the intro and then again during the choruses. It does not play at all during the verses, so there's a lot of times where you're sitting and waiting, letting the vocals and the keyboards do their thing, and then there's times where you're coming in. All right? It's a very heavy guitar sound, and how we're getting that, there's a couple things. First thing is we're playing in what's called drop D, and what that means is this low E string is no longer an E, it's been tuned down to a D. And what that does, it makes it easier to play certain bar chords. So this would be a bar chord, for instance. Notice I'm having to use two fingers spread across two frets here. With a drop D, you can play a whole power chord or fifth with just one finger. So there's parts of this song that move kind of quick, and it's not required, but I think this helps make it easier, and it gives it a nice chug heavy sound. So a couple other things to note about the guitar tone itself. There's some things I've done to sculpt the guitar tone. First of all, I've turned off any delay. What I mean by that, here's with a delay on. You notice the repeats, dun, dun, dun. So that's turned off. I've also got a very light reverb. This is no reverb, pretty dry. And this is a very light reverb. Just a little bit of a whisper there. The magic sauce is happening in the overdrive or the distortion pedal. And I've got a fairly, my amplifier is fairly juiced up or gained up. It's got a lot of distortion on it, and then I've got a drive pedal that's adding even more. So high gain, and I'm also doing what's called scooping the mids. So the mids, you have bass, mids, and treble. The mids are turned quite low. Let's turn the mids up. Let's scoop those mids, and it just gives it a nice crunchy. So those are little things. They're not make or break, but if you want to really nail the tone, that's what we're doing, right? No delay, light reverb, lots of overdrive with scooped mids. Okay? Let's go through the different sections here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to walk through some of the guitar parts. We're starting with the intro here, so I'll play it, and then I'll kind of break down the different parts and pieces. Okay, so that's the intro. And the cool thing is once you get that intro, you've got half of the song down, or a good part of the song down, because that gets played at least 3 or 4 times. But let's walk through that. What I'm doing a power chord here. We're using the drop D to help us out, just one finger. And there's a walk. There's a walk up then down. But it's power chord. And this chord's kind of cool. It's very dissonant, kind of clashes, but it's we're on the 9th fret of the drop D, and then we're on the 10th fret of the A. All right. The next section is another walk. That's one way to play it, or you could also play it. Right? 2, 5, and then power chord. All right. That's that section. And then we've got another walk up, and we want to end up here. The walk, just the bass notes is right? And then we kind of repeat what we've already played before. And then finally, on the very last riff, instead of going, we're going. We're ending here on the 6th fret. So again, all together. All right, so that's the intro. Gonna cut away here and we'll come back in at one of the courses. How about I unmute myself? There we go. We're back. Where we're at the end of a pre-chorus and we're heading into the chorus. It's very similar to what we did in the intro. There's a slight twist. Let me play through it and again we'll discuss it.
I think I've seen it all, there's more.
So some of that should have looked familiar. So there's really two halves of this. The first half, we're just playing the single notes, right? 10th fret, 9th fret. And you're kind of choking them off. And then it finishes with single notes. Then we go back to the exact same part or passage that we played in the intro. So we're just recycling some stuff we've already learned. So just one new way of playing this part. All right, so that's the first chorus. I'm going to skip the second chorus because it is identical. And I'm going to take a break here. We'll come back. We'll pick it up at the third chorus. Okay, we're back. We're going to head into the third chorus, and it's got a totally different feel and vibe than the previous choruses. It almost feels like a bridge, but the chord sheet says it's a chorus, so we'll roll with that. Let's see, it's right about the 2-minute and 20-second part is where I'm going to start the song, if that helps you jump in at the right spot. So as in the past, we'll play through it, and then I'll kind of explain what's going on. That's it. It's really simple. Like I said, it's got a little different feel. We're hitting single notes and we're holding them out. So 10th fret. And I'm using a technique there called vibrato. It helps bring the note alive, adds a little sustain, right? Instead of just, I'm kind of, so you're doing that a couple times. And then you're ending with, all right, and that's that section. We've got one final chorus to do. There's one little hitch with that. Otherwise, it's what we've already played before. So I'm going to stop the camera and come back. Okay, everybody, we're on third base. We're rounding the corner and we're headed for home. We're in the fourth and final chorus. It's almost identical to everything we've already played. There's a little thing at the front and just a little thing at the end. So let's play through it, let's talk through it, and then that's the song, right? Not sure how clean I played that, but I'm going to walk through it so you can hear it cleanly. Right before the chorus starts, so you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And what we're playing here is the 13th fret on the G string, 12th fret on the B string. It's part of an E minor chord is what's happening there. And then we're doing a big bomb slide from the 14th fret. That's a B note. Then from there, it's just the chorus like we played it 2 other times. Okay? Play through that same pattern that we've done over and over again, and we end on an E minor chord. There's a little bit of a pause, and then... All right? So I'm going to rewind the song here, and we'll play it through one last time.